Today I'm going to be reviewing a film that is set in the 1960s. It deals with prejudice, racism, sexism, computers possibly replacing human jobs, and the fear that Russia has better technology than us and would use that to spy on us. So, you know, completely different from today. Hi, I'm Andre with a review for You Better Reviews. Hidden Figures. I'm gonna give you the good, I'm gonna give you the bad, I'm gonna give you the nerdy. This is my first movie review of 2017. Congratulations, Hidden Figures. I chose you over Underworld. Do I have to see that? Please don't make me see that. I did a first impressions mini review on my Twitter account at Black Nerd, so if you want to go there, you can check that out. But this is the full review. And I know some people will be like, Andre, why are you reviewing this movie? This ain't no nerd film. Yeah, there's nothing nerdy about a movie of 3 black female scientists and mathematicians working at NASA at the space program to try to put a man in orbit using science, brand new computers, and very complex math equations. But there's no Spider-Man in it, so I guess it's not a nerd movie. There's not an after-credit scene in this movie, okay? Peggy Carter does not show up to Catherine's place and says, hey, I loved your skills with math. We need that at S.H.I.E.L.D. So that would be awesome if it did. Could you imagine that? Marvel's The Mathematician. I really like this movie. This is a very inspiring, entertaining, and well-performed movie. The 3 lead actresses, Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, and Janelle Monae, you love their scenes that they do where they're individually taking care of their specific issues, and then you also love the times they come together. They're a great trio, and it's just a nice thing to see on the big screen. You're like, this is nice. I don't see this very often. This is nice. Taraji P. Henson plays Catherine. She's this amazing mind. She just knows everything about math. She's like a human computer. You got Octavia as Dorothy Vaughn, and she is doing the work of a supervisor, but they won't let her be a supervisor because, you know. Janelle Monae, she's Mary Jackson. She wants to get further up in the engineering program. And it's interesting because these are intelligent people that are able to do stuff with math, with science, with engineering, but they have to deal with doing this in 1961. Being women at the time, being black at the time, being black women at the time, which is totally not a problem today. You feel all the times when the doors are slammed in their face, or there's a quote that Janelle Monae says in this, something along the lines of like, every time they get close to winning, they change the finish line. It's like, I know how that feels. And so when you see them actually succeed in this, I'm like, yeah, get it. And sometimes the obstacles isn't just the prejudice. Sometimes they have to deal with their family, with their friends, with their peers. Even a sexy would-be suitor played by the dude from Luke Cage, Mahershala Ali, man. He just comes in and sees Taraji P. Henson. He's like, hey, what's up? Yeah, I really like the supporting cast in this too, even though some of them you're not going to like your characters I didn't like sometimes, but the actors did a good job. Jim Parsons does a great job, but there's a lot of times I'm like, freaking, I want to punch Shelton in the face. Kirsten Dunst, you're like, great performance, because I'm hating you right now. But Kevin Costner is really good in this. All the other people are good in this, but it really, the stars are Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, and Janelle Monae. I just think they are what make this movie the movie. They are the heart of this thing. There's certain things that happen that are very hurtful and harsh, but at the same time, they have good spirits. They are very determined. They have fun when they're hanging out together. It lets you see all the different emotional layers that a person has at this time, as opposed to just always being a one note, I'm gonna fight, or a one note, I'm depressed, or a one note, I'm always a winner. Like, they show all the ups and downs, and I like that. For a movie that obviously is going to have dramatic moments, it's actually funny. There is this line that Octavia Spencer says in this movie that killed me. I was laughing so hard. I laughed from that scene into the next scene. That line was so great. It was so funny and so true, so real. Like, it applied then, it applied now, it applied to people I know personally. Oh, dude. This movie made me feel stupid. Like, I was an A and B solid student, used to get honor roll all the time, got dean's list in college, graduated with a bachelor's degree in computer science. I thought I was a smart guy, but watching this movie, no, I am stupid. I am dumb. I know nothing, because the way that they do math ain't the way I did math. I mean, I did math pretty well, but this is a whole extra level of math that I'm just like, congrats to you, kudos. And yeah, as soon as I got out of the theater and hopped in my car, I went on Spotify and was like, Hidden Figures soundtrack, because the soundtrack in this movie is really good. You get the Hans Zimmer score type stuff, but then you also get a lot of music from Pharrell, and he found this nice blend of, it's modernized music, but it's obviously inspired by music of that time. It's like, okay, I thought this was gonna turn me off a little bit, but now it actually going along with the movie and hearing the music along with it, it actually matches up really well. And this movie has what I like to call that TV movie racism. Like, it's racism enough that you can feel it, but it's never too intense. If you have young people who want to see it, they'll still get the vibe that, oh, this is not right. It's not exploitative is what I'm basically trying to say. It's more what you commonly see as opposed to let's do something extreme because it's a movie. But it is a movie. So, you know, the thing about this movie is it does fall into a lot of those traps that based on a true story movies do. You get that speech that's so powerful that it immediately changes someone's mind. You get that weird, let's mix archive footage with fictional footage. You know, all the stuff that you see in these types of movies. So I'm not gonna knock it too much for that, but it is there. This is one of those movies that you're supposed to come out of and you're supposed to feel really good and very like inspired. We've gotten movies like this before, but to see it with a story like this is a very interesting story. It's a story that is not really heard of. I hardly knew about it. It's pretty impressive. And to see it happening as a actual major released movie, not just something they throw on TV or on even on Netflix or something like that, that this got a theatrical release. Black female leads doing science, doing math, doing computers. That's awesome. I recommend this movie. You're not gonna get anything out of this movie-wise, it feels different or revolutionary, but the story is revolutionary in itself, and the performance in it are really great. So I just think this is a movie that you're gonna go in, you're gonna have those moments like, ooh, ah, ee, and then you're gonna have moments of like, yay, all right, yay, and then by the end of this, you're just like, oh my God, oh my goodness, you're the best around! Let me know if you're gonna go see Hidden Figures. Also, what is your genius expertise? What are you smart about? Thumbs up this video, and if you are new here, click that subscribe button, and also ring that bell so you can be notified of future videos that I make. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000, chain chomp yelp.